is up, guys? It's Mel and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are having a good day. Okay, so the Dead Space official gameplay trailer was released today, and I got the notification, but I'm late filming this reaction, so we're going to jump into it. It's 2 minutes 25 seconds, and having played through the Dead Space trilogy, plus the point and shoot game that came out, Extraction, which came out in the Wii. If you haven't played it, try and source it. It's a really good game and it's a good addition to the series. And if you've never played Dead Space before, you're in for a treat. This is the series that really kickstarted the horror genre again back in the mid 2000s. Dead Space 1 came out I remember getting my PS3 in 2008, I believe, and I got this, and I remember it was at the beginning of the game, and if you've never played it, I won't spoil it because you'll pretty much see some stuff here, but there's an area of the game at the beginning, and I remember just like, nope, because I was playing it in the dark. I was 18 and I was like, you know what, I'm not playing it, I'm done. And I turned the game off and didn't play it again until a couple of years later in my 20s. It was just one of those experiences, you know, you just felt really unsettled as soon as you stepped onto the USG Ishimura. You just knew that you weren't safe, and you know that all hell had broken loose. And because it's not, because here's the thing, I would love like an open world horror game, you know, like a true definitive experience, not zombies, because we've already got games like Resident Evil, even though it's not open world, but you know what I mean, we've got like Resident Evil and you know, I can't remember the name of that zombie open world horror game. But it wasn't that great, at least for what I played of it. But I would love a really good definitive horror experience set in like a cityscape. You know, I think that would be absolutely amazing. But we're going to jump into that because, you know, at least in a cityscape, you've got plenty of places to go. Whereas with Dead Space, you're literally in space, so you've got nowhere to run. So it has that alien feel to it. But yeah, I can't wait to play the remake. I've been buzzed about it ever since I heard about it. And this, I think it's the original creators that have come back to remake this. And why not? It's their baby. So it's going to be interesting to see how they polished it up. And I think that they're giving Isaac voice lines in this one. So it's going to be interesting. One thing I am looking for though is if they've changed the voice actors for the other characters, because you've got Nicole and Hammond and a bunch of other characters. But yeah. So if you're new, hi, I'm Mel. I'm a variety streamer and reactor on Twitch as well as right here on YouTube. Consider subscribing, it's completely free and you can unsubscribe at any time. And if there's anything that you would like me to react to in the future, whether it's movies, TV shows, games, cinematics, anything like that, let me know in the comments. Let me hear your thoughts about the Dead Space remake down below. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get into the reaction.
USG Ishimura, this is the emergency maintenance team of the USG Kellyan responding to your distress call.
Isaac Clarke.
What have you got, Isaac?
Half the Ishimura's in the red. Engines, hull, the triumphs.
Can you handle it alone?
Fix the centrifuge. Get the fuel running.
I've just noticed that's Isaac speaking. Oh, iconic.
This is Senior Medical Officer Nicole Brennan. Medical is overwhelmed. We need help.
Oh god.
Toxic hazard detected. Make us one.
Make us all. Humanity will be made whole, Mr. Clark. With or without you.
Isaac, it's me. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening.
Nicole?
Oh, yes! That is how you do a horror trailer. With Callisto Protocol, with the original Callisto Protocol trailer, I was scared by it, but the subsequent ones, I'm like, you know, what's to be scared about? With this, that is horror right there. This is what I'm looking forward to. They've given Isaac voice lines, because in the original, he didn't speak. I think they've changed the voice actors for Nicole and the others because they don't sound the same. And I think they've actually given them more dialogue, which would be a really cool thing because when it came to the first game, we didn't really see, I mean, obviously, you know, we saw the other characters, but there wasn't that much dialogue. In terms of the graphics, they look absolutely insane, nice and crisp. And it looks a lot darker than the first one, just in terms of tone. You know, because with the first one, yeah, you felt, you know, unsafe and things like that. But with this, it just ramps it up a little bit, I think, is because, you know, with the technology, like, you're obviously leaping, you know, you're doing leaps and bounds from the PS3 to PS5. So it looks amazing. It looks really good. I can't wait to play it. And I just hope that this is what we get because obviously as you can see down below it's Electronic Arts. I hope that they do not tamper with this in any way, shape or form because everybody knows what Electronic Arts is like and what the reputation is like. So yeah, I'm looking really forward to it. I'm trying to think of what else. The design of the Necromorphs, like some of them have changed and I actually prefer these versions. I think what unnerved me about the first game, and I played the first game, I think it was earlier this year, or it was last year. Remember, I started the first two games, started the beginning of the third, because I wanted to play through them all, but then I stopped at 3 and never got to finish it, because I ended up doing different things, but, you know, I think what unnerved me about, you know, the PS3 version is because the graphics weren't really that mind-blowing. Obviously, it was set in space, it was horror, it was cramped, it was isolated. That's all great. But I think it was, like, because the graphics weren't, like, all that, it really made me uneasy. You know, because it gave, like, an extra depth and an extra layer to the Necromorphs. But with this, because you're seeing everything lit, you know, you're seeing everything, you know, with the technology that they're able to, you know, utilize these days, like you're seeing the pores, you're seeing, you know, the cracks and, you know, everything. It looks absolutely amazing. And I'm hoping that a lot of people play the original trilogy of Dead Space before jumping into the remake, because there's just something special about the original. You know, and obviously the second and third one. If this is going to be a big hit, which, you know, I mean, come on, it's Dead Space, it's going to be a big hit. I don't see why not. Why they wouldn't, you know, do a remake of Dead Space 2 and Dead Space 3. But yeah, the Dead Space remake is going to be a big hit. And it's out in January. I can't wait. This will give me enough time to try and get myself a PS5 because I still don't have one. And yeah, I wish this was coming out in Halloween now because this is a perfect game to play for the spooky season. you know, tons of popcorn, things like that. This would be amazing. But yeah, I'm liking what they've done, and I'm glad that they're giving Isaac, you know, that extra push. You know, because we didn't really like, I wouldn't spoil it, but in terms of Isaac, there's certain elements of him that you don't see until maybe late on in the series. But yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. What do you guys think of it? Are you going to pick up the Dead Space remake? What is your favourite thing about the original Dead Space trilogy? And do you think that they will remake all 3 games in the franchise? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.